بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أفضل الخلق والمرسلين أما بعد. Let's get a translation actually, because I've been told by many friends in overseas countries to talk about my videos in English. For the translation of my introduction in Arabic, it was Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah, in the name of God. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu afdal khalq al-mursaleen. And prayers, may prayers and peace be upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's an introduction that I prefer to start with, so as to that God bless my topic. That's it. Let's start by to introduce myself. My name is Abdul Rahim Talib. I am 46 years old. I'm from Morocco, from Casablanca, and I work as a manager of trading company and also bakery company. I've been told by some by my school to teach communication and management courses to my students, and I got the idea to make videos because every day I receive the same questions, and I have to replay the same thing. I mean the same answer. So I've told myself, Rahim, why shouldn't you make videos? That's it. That's the point. And the topic of today is communication and talking in public. Well, as everybody may know, that communication is a process of sharing, giving information. In that process, 8 factors are inside and interfere. So we have the first one is the source. The source is the person that makes the message, or that share the information or give the information. The second factor is the message itself. The message itself, it could be written or verbal. It depends on the way of communication that we choose. And the third factor is the channel that we choose for that message to communicate. And the fourth one is the receiver. The receiver is the person that receives your information. And at the same time, if we are if we're working in the framework of transactional communication, so the same person can be source and also receiver. So because he gives information, and he would and the other from other side, so he will give back his impression or another information. So and vice versa. So that's it. So we can and at the same time we can be source and receiver. And the fifth element, or the fifth factor, is the feedback of the receiver. Is it positive? Is it negative? Did he understand whether or not? So it depends. And the sixth one is the environment. In the environment in which communication is going through. The seventh is the context. So the context is very important also. Is it a meeting? Is it a classroom? Is it a barbecue party? So it depends. And the eighth factor is the interferences. So the elements or the things that can corrupt or make difficult the communication process. I think that I've talked enough about the process, and now let's talk about the communication, the skills of communication that we should develop. Some of them are very important, like for example the active listening. So people should pay attention close attention to the person that is talking, and by engaging and also asking questions. And the second skill is using the right communication method. So it depends on the information itself. Should we use email, letters, phone call, meetings for face-to-face talk, or instant message? So it depends. The third skill is the friendliness. So it would be based on many things, like, for example, honesty, kindness. Like that, we can build up trust for better understanding, and also smiling. Smiling can offer smiling and offering praise for work, and that's a good thing. For example, like if you make the other involved and engaged in your process of communication. For the fourth skill is confidence, and to set it up, you need to make eye contact. It's very important. The fifth skill is sharing feedback. If you share feedback, so you have to accept the constructive feedback. Like, for example, you are communicating with somebody or with an audience, and the audience is given a different point of view. That kind of point of view maybe can help you to share and to build up a constructive feedback. Like that, you make their opinion involved in the process of communication. Also, the volume and the tone. So you have to be clear and audible to adjust your voice, your speaking voice. So it depends on the place where you are giving the information, or we are making the communication process. And the seventh skill is the empathy. I mean, you have to make an effort to understand and to share the emotions of the others. And the eighth skill is respect. You have to show respect to other people. It's very important. Whatever they are, whoever they are, religion or places or ethnic, it doesn't matter. So you have to accept others as they are, in fact. The ninth skill is the non-verbal cues. So to be frank, it's the body language and facial expressions, and I have already talked about. It's like the eye contact, for example, and the way we are clothed. So for the way of our clothing, it contributes to give an idea about the nature of our message. The 10th skill is responsiveness, to be available and to be reactive, to reply to the message as soon as possible. Well, I think that I have talked about the 10 elements or skills of communication that everybody must develop. And now let's talk about I'm not going to say the matter, but sometimes you are called to talk in public, and it comes spontaneously, and you have to do it. You have to do it in meetings, in classrooms, with your family, in a council. So it depends. It depends on the circumstances that you are called to do so. So that's why we're going to talk about the techniques of managing stress and anxiety when you're talking in public. The first one is to I mean, you should create your stress, and to tell to your audience that you are stressed. There is no problem, or there is no matter to do so. Like that, the audience would be involved, and also that would give you time to think about the second step. And also you take a deep breath, and then you start to build again your process of communication. The second technique is to reframe your speech from I mean to from the performance style to the conversational style. Like for example, you ask questions and you wait for answers from the audience. Like that, the audience would be involved, and that gives you enough time to think about the next step. That's smart. And actually, these techniques that I'm talking about, they don't come from from me. I got them from a result of research from Stanford University. I don't remember the name of the lecturer, but maybe later in the next video, if you need it, so you can mention it in the comments, and I'm going to give you the name of the lecturer that made that conference about the techniques of talking in public. It was really amazing and interesting at the same time. The third technique is about the language. The language must be conversational, and to avoid the technical words as much as possible, because you can the audience would be like bored and also away from your process. But if you make things simple and in such a way that the audience can understand the meaning of your words, I think that they would be involved in your process. Also, for the fourth technique is to be present oriented. Like for example, you should talk about something in 5 steps. So you are preparing the first step. So you're talking about it, and you're thinking about the third, the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth, and also the fifth step at the same time. That would make things difficult for you, and you would for sure forget something or destroy all the process. So step by step, to talk. First step, to talk about the first step, and then second, third, fourth, and forget about the next step till you finish the step that you are talking about. For the fifth technique is to warm up your voice, and to practice like a sport, or to make some movements so as to let steam off. It's very important. That would help you to get some dopamine, so as to feel some comfort, and this comfort would be shared by the audience. Also, some people they drink water, or they read something. Personally, I read Quran. That makes me really cool. And there is a verse of Quran that I like so much, which in Arabic, I'm going to say it in Arabic. ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. For sure, with God's remembrance, the hearts are set at rest. So that's it. And the sixth technique is to give a structure to your information. Like make a model, for example. There are 2 ways. The first way is to put the things that we're going to talk about in the frame of a problem or opportunity. And the second step is to give a solution. And when you give a solution, then you think about the benefit that you're going to draw from practicing or talking about that thing or that issue. The second way or the second model to make a structure to your topic is to put 3 questions. It's called the 3W. www. The first W is what, think, or who are talking about, or what are you going to talk about, and then you say why I am talking. So why, so what, and so why I am talking about the thing, and the third W is what is the technique. That's it. In totally 6 techniques. I think that I replied to your questions, and if there is any question or comment, please just let it to me, and I would love to respond or to reply to your questions. That's it. Thank you for your attention, and maybe for next video, inshallah. And I'm going to finish with the verses that I like. 2 verses of Quran. The first one is ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. For sure, with God's remembrance, the hearts are set at rest. And the second one is وقل اعملوا فسيرى الله عملكم ورسوله والمؤمنون. And say work, and so God will see your work, and so will His Prophet and the believers. Thank you for your attention. See you next, inshallah.